Imagine that there's a big river flowing and there are beautiful trees and mountains on either side. Now imagine that you're on a raft and it's flowing down the river and it's picking up speed. Now you have two options. You either A, trust the river, trust its flow and trust its current, allowing the river to easily carry you where you want to go, which is where you want to be, and you trust that you'll get there when you need to. Or option B, you paddle upstream, you grab hold onto some branches or some sticks or some driftwood, whatever you can grab hold of, and you force your way. You force and control your direction and your way. You get frustrated, you kick and scream along the way, you get frustrated. And this is you creating resistance. Now, which of these two options do you think bring you ease? Allow you to get to where you need to get to easily. And this is a good analogy to understand the flow of life. Because every time we try to force, control, manipulate an outcome, we don't trust the flow of the river, i.e. the universe. We create patterns of resistance, which says that we don't trust ourselves to be present or the universe. When we're not going with the flow of life or the river, we're not trusting in the unknown because we're scared. It's unfamiliar to us. We're scared where this is going to take us, because we can't control or predict what's going to happen. And so we tell ourselves a story or a belief that we don't trust. We don't trust ourselves or the universe. And then we create resistance. And then we live in patterns of fear and doubt that keep us stuck. But in that moment, what you need to do is let go. Trust in yourself. Trust in the universe. Relinquish control. And believe that there are infinite parallel realities that exist out there in the quantum field that you can attract and draw into your energy field. And then shift your thinking, shift your actions, make a different choice in the now. So you let go and you raise your vibration frequency a little bit. But more importantly, through the power of awareness, you surrender and you trust that your higher self is guiding you and that you will be okay. And whatever's meant for you will come to you when the divine timing is right. And you will get where you need to get to without trying so hard. Now let me give you an example. Now most of my life I've lived in survival mode, and this is because of the abandonment issues and the emotional abuse that I had from childhood. But I didn't realise that I was carrying this around with me, which not only affected my relationships but everything else around me as well. And along the way I created a program in my brain as a way to protect myself so that I can control my external, so that I can feel safe, secure and loved, so that I can predict what was going to happen. And I had learned to put up a guard in order to protect myself from feeling lonely, from feeling abandoned. So this became my self-limiting belief and pattern. But in return, this was only creating more resistance and blocking myself from my true purpose for what was really meant for me. Now, over time, I found that the more that I released, the more that I healed, the more that I let go of control, and the more that I went with the flow of life, the more ease that I felt. Life felt easier and good. The more that I trusted myself for who I was and accepted myself for where I was, things came easily. But I want you to remember that nothing happens overnight. This is a process. It's a journey. And there will be setbacks, and that's okay. It's only natural. But it's about learning to flow through life, learning to flow like the river, through the currents. And just like the sea, there will be big waves. And these are your obstacles and difficult situations that you'll encounter. But that's okay. This is where something great is going to happen. There are lessons to be learned in that situation. And at other times, the sea will just be calm. And this is when you'll get divine inspired action. You will create, you will grow, evolve and expand. It's like when you're working on a project and you have to complete this project before you move on to anything else. You have to figure something out before you create something new, or you have to fix something to make yourself feel a certain way. But then you're met with resistance. You're overworked and you fall ill. This is the ego aspect of control, where you try to make and force things to happen because it's out of fear, out of lack and disbelief, or trust in yourself and the universe. And eventually you give up, you take a break. You stop trying to control in order to create a particular outcome or to feel a certain way, like validation, acceptance, worthy or love. Instead you relax and you come into this present moment, and you might even get inspiration to create something new or to figure something out. Now the reason why this happens is because you let go of trying to control what is happening. You change the meaning of the past. You forgive if need be. You accept that this is a life experience that you came here to have, and now it's served its purpose. And then eventually over time, the emotional triggers will get redefined, and you'll be able to tell yourself a different story, and you'll be able to then allow ease into your life and go with the flow. Now I want you to ask yourself, why am I always trying to control? Why do I control so much? Why can't I just be in the now moment, in the present? Why am I trying so hard to escape my now to get somewhere else? And then I want you to ask yourself, what am I running from? What am I hiding from? Is my ego trying to manipulate and control my current reality? And if I just allowed things to be, could I do that? And if I did, what good things would I feel? What good things would there be? What good things can I have? And this is how you create your new vision. So ask yourself, is there a part of me that could just allow things to happen? And how amazing would that be? And this is how you then step into that unknown moment. And it's unfamiliar, yes it is. But this is how you then create. This is how you allow things to enter your energy field. You open yourself up to the universe. So if we allow ourselves and we give ourselves permission to trust the process, to trust ourselves in the unknown, where new energy is, where new potential is, and we trust the universe, that's when magic happens. But right now, there's no flow. There's stagnant energy that's stored in the body. It's lying there dormant, ready to pop up whenever it feels like, because it hasn't had a chance to dissipate, to be felt, to be released, in order to make room for the new you, new energy, new opportunities, abundance, self-love, and courage. So when you face your limiting beliefs, you let go of the need to control. You move through that energy. You might even cry. You heal and you release. This is you transforming pain into process. And this is you then expanding your conscious awareness in that present moment of now. You're transforming pain into process. And this is what sets you up. It prepares you for something greater. This is what makes you and allows you to then create and attract what you want. In the now is when you reclaim your power. You're no longer living in those old self-limiting beliefs, playing out the same patterns, creating that same resistance. You allow yourself to flow like the river. But most people are so worried that they think that they need to think all the time. They need to control all the time. They need to force and manipulate a situation all the time. But that's programming, and that's why you then repeat the same known thoughts, emotional reactions and behaviors. And you might even ask yourself, well, why isn't this manifesting for me? Why isn't this happening for me? Why doesn't he love me? Why haven't I got a better financial situation? Why can't I get a promotion? And by doing so, you are living in that same old reality. You're using your past hardwired memories to create your now and your tomorrow. So then you keep trying to control your outcome, the people or the situations, so that you can then create a known outcome to feel a certain way. But really this is what's holding you back and keeping you stuck and stagnant. So what do? So if you stop telling yourself the story that you need to control everything and all the time, then you will eventually, and you'll believe that fully. You will feel that inside of you. You'll feel that change and you will notice that change. And then if you tell yourself that, yes, you will be okay, and you'll be okay in this present moment if you allow yourself to step into the unknown. And if you let go, and I will promise you that's when everything will change and shift for you. You stop thinking for a moment, you sit quietly, you meditate, you do some breath work, you go within yourself and you do a bit of healing. You let go and release stagnant energy, past trauma, past memories. You make peace with things and you understand that whatever's happened, it has served you. There were lessons to be learned that allowed you to grow and expand your consciousness. You journal. And then you accept yourself where you are in that present moment. This is you then bringing your awareness into the now. You might stumble along the way, but that's okay. You get yourself back up. You get yourself back up to that acceptance state, that receptive mode. And there, right there, in that moment of now, you're aware. And you're aware of your conscious, you're aware of your attention and energy. You have elevated emotions and you get yourself to that receiving mode. And then you feel good. You feel satisfied. Satisfaction of being in the here and now. And then you go with the flow and you allow the river to carry you. You get to the action stage where there is positivity in the mix. You feel light, productive, happiness, good health. And you let go of the illusion of feeling and being trapped. You let go of the illusion of feeling the need to control everything all the time. And then you tap into optimism and courage. And if you hold that long enough, you're then able to raise your vibrational frequency and get to that good place of satisfaction, of here and now, where you find appreciation and gratitude in everything around you. You trust and allow the unknown to unfold for you. You continually find that present moment and then you create from there. then the unfolding of the things that you want will come to you, because you are a vibrational being, emitting out a signal, an electromagnetic signal out into the universe, and you will attract back an electromagnetic frequency that matches your vibration for you to tune into a new experience, a new future. And go check out this video right here, which will allow you to feel into your power and really allow you to wire in the new you. Have a great day. Much love. Namaste. Welcome to your daily affirmations for shifting your life to a new you. In order for these to have a positive impact on your life, there must be positive feeling or belief.